In 2025, NATO is pouring billions into defense, more than ever before. But why? From rising global tensions to game-changing technology, the alliance is gearing up for a new era of challenges. Today, we're breaking down the reasons behind NATO's massive spending spree and what it means for the world. Stick around, and let's dive in. Folks, we're looking at a world with more hotspots than a game of whack-a-mole. Russia's actions in Ukraine have sent shockwaves through Europe, a stark reminder that territorial ambition and military aggression are alive and well. And it's not just Putin keeping the alliance up at night. China's military buildup, particularly in the Pacific, is raising eyebrows and forcing tough conversations about global power dynamics. Let's not forget the ongoing instability in the Middle East. From simmering conflicts to the rise of extremist groups, the region remains a tinderbox, and NATO is acutely aware of the potential for spillover effects that could threaten the security of its members. This isn't just some abstract geopolitical chess game. These crises have real-world consequences. Increased defense spending is seen as a necessary response to this more dangerous and unpredictable world. NATO members are feeling the pressure to bolster their defenses, enhance their capabilities, and send a clear message of deterrence to any potential adversaries. The question is, will it be enough to keep the peace, or will it simply fuel a new arms race? The United States, with its massive military might, has long carried a disproportionate share of the burden within NATO. But for years, successive presidents from both sides of the aisle have been sounding the alarm. America's allies need to step up and contribute their fair share. This isn't just about dollars and cents, it's about demonstrating a commitment to collective defense. The magic number that's been thrown around is 2% of GDP on defense spending. Some NATO members are meeting that target, but others are lagging behind, much to the frustration of Washington. The Trump administration in particular took a very aggressive approach, publicly shaming allies and threatening to reduce America's commitment to the alliance. Now, under the Biden administration, the tone may be more diplomatic, but the message remains the same. Pay up or risk facing the consequences. This pressure campaign is having a real impact on defense budgets across Europe, forcing tough choices and raising questions about national priorities. We're living in an era of rapid technological advancement, and the battlefield is no exception. From artificial intelligence to hypersonic missiles, the future of warfare is being shaped by cutting-edge technology, and NATO knows it can't afford to fall behind. That's why the alliance is investing heavily in research and development, pouring billions into next-generation capabilities designed to give them an edge over their rivals. Drones, for example, have become an indispensable tool for intelligence gathering, surveillance, and even targeted strikes. NATO is investing in swarms of autonomous drones that can operate independently, overwhelming enemy defenses, and providing real-time battlefield awareness. Cyber warfare is another area of intense focus. With nations increasingly reliant on digital infrastructure, the ability to defend against cyber attacks and conduct offensive operations in cyberspace is paramount. NATO is building up its cyber capabilities, recruiting top-tier hackers and developing sophisticated tools to deter and respond to cyber threats. But here's the catch. The very nature of technological advancement is that it's a never-ending race. As soon as NATO develops a new capability, its adversaries are working on ways to counter it. Look, it's one thing to have fancy weapons and cutting-edge technology, but it's quite another to be able to use them effectively in a real-world crisis. That's why NATO is placing a renewed emphasis on readiness, ensuring that its forces are prepared to deploy rapidly and operate seamlessly together. We're talking about large-scale military exercises, war games designed to simulate real-world scenarios and test the alliance's ability to respond to a variety of threats. These exercises involve thousands of troops from multiple NATO countries deploying across land, sea, and air to practice complex maneuvers and coordinate their actions. It's not just about showing off their military might, it's about building trust, improving interoperability, and sending a clear message of deterrence to any potential adversary. But readiness goes beyond just exercises. NATO is also developing new regional defense plans, tailored to specific geographic areas and potential threats. These plans involve pre-positioning equipment, establishing command and control structures, and identifying key infrastructure that would be essential in a crisis. It's about being prepared, not just reacting after the fact. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room: money. NATO's massive spending spree has significant economic and political implications that we can't ignore. On the one hand, increased defense spending creates jobs, boosts domestic industries, and can stimulate economic growth. Defense contractors, technology companies, and a whole host of supporting businesses benefit from the influx of government contracts, creating a ripple effect throughout the economy. This can be particularly significant in countries struggling with economic stagnation or high unemployment. But on the other hand, critics argue that pouring billions into defense diverts resources from other pressing needs like healthcare, education, and social programs. They question whether the perceived security benefits outweigh the opportunity costs of investing in these other areas. There's also the risk that increased military spending could fuel a new arms race, creating a climate of fear and mistrust that makes conflict more likely, not less. It's a delicate balancing act, and the debate over NATO's spending priorities is likely to continue for years to come. That's why NATO is spending billions in 2025. What do you think? Smart investment or risky escalation? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives into geopolitics and military trends. Until next time, stay informed.